According to philosopher Michel Foucault, our identities, including how we think about masculinity, are shaped by power structures and institutions. From a young age, men are taught not just by their families, but by schools, religious teachings, media, and government policies, what it means to be a real man. These institutions reinforce the idea that being a man means being strong, emotionless, dominant, the breadwinner. Apparently, nowadays, it's not just fathers who are working. Thanks to gender equality, many women now have equal access to education and employment opportunities. At the recent ASEAN summit in Malaysia, leaders aim to raise women's workforce participation to 63% by 2030. The government also pledged more support for female entrepreneurs and inclusive trade. Tengku Zafrul highlighted that every 1% rise in women's workforce adds $2.2 billion to the economy, and diverse companies perform 21% better. He said empowering women benefits everyone and could unlock a $2.3 trillion opportunity across ASEAN. This has led many to reflect not only on dominant masculine traits in men, but also on how women in the corporate world adopt qualities like competitiveness, decisiveness, strength, and emotional restraint. Furthermore, as the rise of women in the workforce, framed primarily through economic contribution and performance metrics, be seen as reinforcing a masculine, patriarchal system focused on productivity and profit. In recent years, an alternative form of masculinity has been gaining recognition: caring masculinity. Introduced by Elliot B.G. True in 2017, this concept refers to a kind of masculinity that moves away from dominance and embraces qualities traditionally associated with femininity, such as empathy, emotional openness, and caregiving, while still affirming one's male identity. In this video, we invite you to delve deeper into what caring masculinity means and why it matters today.
定係喺嗰個樹入去啦。OK。Morning。
喺男人嘅，以我嘅睇戲嘅認知啊嚇，我係睇戲啊。男人咧，70年代嘅男人應該10%啲係好點樣講，好有男子氣概啦，好有尊嚴啦，愛威愛誠啦。男人嘅責任就係揾錢啦，照顧屋企啦，女人係照顧細佬哥啦，就好傳統嗰種咯。拜拜 ，love you。興奮嘅心情啊，霎丁有咗我第一個女嘅時候，好開心有咗呢個女，興奮嘅心情，跟住都係唔識㗎，都係唔知道點樣去照顧呢個女嘅 ，so 就慢慢去學習咯，慢慢去學習點樣照顧佢，點樣咩叫愛，咩叫照顧，咩叫 connection。最主要嘅就係我老婆啦，我老婆比較識得點樣去幫人溝通，點樣幫人溝通，頂佢好多 input 俾我嘅，我夜晚唔得，我照顧唔到，因為血壓高嘅， 睇有冇追咗啊？幫片㗎。男人好多人唔識得放低嗰個身份感，嗰個身份感你一放低咗，你會覺得 I'm nobody， 你係一個普通人嚟嘅，你係冇一個咩什麼爸爸、什麼老公、什麼，你就係同佢係一個 connection 啫。所以你愛佢，你愛照顧佢，你好直接嘅。你放低咗，你又好直接。因為好多人唔放得呢個身份感 because 我有爸爸嘅尊嚴，我哋係我細路哥，我生你出嚟嘅，你就要聽我講。其實唔係咁樣噶嘛。
Let me tell you about my daddy. When I was a little boy, my daddy would always pick me up. When he came home from work, he'd pick me up. When he saw me in the nursery after church, he'd pick me up. No matter how long he worked, no matter how tired he was, my daddy would always pick me up. This is a spiritual interaction. When you pick up a child, it is a spiritual transaction. When you pick up a child, you change their perspective. When you pick up a child, all of a sudden they can see the world the way you see it. I don't care what your children have done, there is nothing they can do for you to stop picking them up. When my daughter's a drug addict, I don't care, pick her up. My son messes up, I don't care, pick him up. I don't care. You pick them up. Your number one job is to pick them up and change their perspective. My saddest day, one day, my daddy looked at me and said, boy, you're too big. I can't pick you up anymore. But when he couldn't pick me up physically, he would pick me up emotionally. He would pick me up spiritually. I had a great dad because he would always